It's only 3 wins in a row, but another important game back at the EVB tomorrow.
Yeah, look, we take on a Weymouth team that's on the back of a great performance and obviously result against Hartlepool. So it's, as we always say, Henry, it's going to be a tough one, and I think that they've brought some good new players in, which have obviously strengthened them, so they'll be coming in full of confidence. So we need to make sure we're on top of our game. And
obviously we came in today with the snow all over the EVB and a bit of a team building exercise for that today.
Yeah, well look, we spoke to the lads, we had a meeting, we couldn't train properly today because of obviously the training facilities were covered in snow, so we talked about the potential that the game could be off, and the boys were like, no, we want to play, and it was their idea. Credit to the boys, they were like, let's get the shovels out and we'll get on the pitch, and they've done a great job, and then obviously the ground staff have turned up as well, and everyone's just mucked in. We've had the other staff members from the front office on the pitch. Everyone's been doing their bit to try and make sure that we can watch some football tomorrow.
And looking back at us on the pitch, a lot was made about our set pieces and our wing play, and it's good to see the likes of Chike and Noobs who came into the side, impressed in those sort of areas.
Yeah, look, we've always known that these players have got the potential to affect this level and maybe beyond if they can get those running games, and I think that you have to be patient and you have to wait your turn, but when you do get your turn you've got to put your money where your mouth is, and they've definitely been doing that, so look, all steam ahead from that perspective.
And over the weekend as well we had the difficult news of our Vice President Jack Rowland and former player Ron Rafferty passed away as well, and our hearts go out to their fans, friends, families there.
Yes, I mean we touched on it on Saturday after the game, and it's a horrendous time for. I mean, it's never nice to lose anybody, but in the minute you can't see your family, you can't give your loved ones a hug, and one of the things that bereavement normally does is bring everybody together, and unfortunately that can't happen. And as I said on Saturday, I've obviously witnessed that firsthand, and it's not nice. And you want to, when you can't give your mum a hug because you can't, you risk giving her potentially, because obviously I'm still in work with the environment, so I've tried to stay as clear of her as I possibly can. All you want to do is give her a cuddle, and so my heart and prayers go out to those families, and it's a very tough period, but as much as possible you've just got to stick together, and as I said, they've got the full support of myself, the players, the staff and everybody at the club, because they're great members of our community.
We will of course be doing a small tribute to them before the game as well, to ensure that we do remember them, do respect their time with the club.
Yeah, and hopefully the players will give the little tribute in the sense of 3 points as well, to hopefully to give them something to smile about.
And looking back at the game and our run of form in the minute, with the quick turnaround of fixtures, does that help with the form and consistency we've been looking for to drive up table?
Yes, while we're desperate to get the game on, we've got a few knocks and niggles that I think that comes with. If you look at our fixture congestion over the next 5 or 6 weeks, we're literally Saturday, Tuesday solid, and there's a part of you, and as players you want to play, so you'd rather play than train, so, which is great, but the pitches the way they are at the minute and how heavy they are, there's obviously a lot of sore muscles and achy bones today, so we've got to make sure that we get everybody up for it and they're ready to go again. But listen, when you're in good form and you're winning games, you want to play as much as you possibly can.
And looking at Weymouth and the squad they've obviously inherited a few players that we've had at the club both last season and the year before that, the likes of Leffy, Sham and Miles over the course of the season, and Josh McCoy who was here previously, so it'll be nice to see some familiar faces. Yeah,
look, I mean, football's such a small world, and you're always going to have that where players that have been a part of your club are going to go on to pastures new, and you're going to bump into each other through the season, and that's why it's such a big community, and the majority of people within that community, everything's always done in the right spirits, and it'd be great to see them, and obviously from a distance, but it'd be great to see them, and obviously they'll be welcome back.
And a few players you mentioned having a few niggles and knocks ahead of the game on Wilston Saturday, but looking ahead to this game, one of those guys is Ricky Miller. Firstly, what's relates with the other guys as well?
Well, look, he won't be available tomorrow. He's still got an issue with his cut that we've got to manage, and he's got to manage. But he won't be. He's not a long-term thing. He'll be back very soon.
And a few of the other guys as well. Obviously, Jamie was on the bench on Saturday. Craig, Kins. We speak about them every week. But
Craig and Kins is pointless talking about them because that's no short-term thing with them. With Jamie, obviously he's in the squad on Saturday, so touch wood, he's fit and he'll be available for selection for tomorrow's game.
And looking at Weymouth's recent results as well, beating a promotion chasing Hartlepool at home on Saturday, good result for them, and they're going to the game for the confidence.
Yeah, and as I said, they've got some good players down there. They've recruited well, and they brought some new additions in, and that's obviously affected their performances. And we'll play against them, and it'll be a tough game, and we've got to be at our best. But I don't think that message ever changes, regardless of who we're playing, whether you're bottom, top, mid-table, championship playoffs, or whether you're in a relegation battle. You have to be your best in this league every week, because as Hartlepool found on Saturday, the bookies would have had a away win all day long, but it doesn't work like that. And I think that from our perspective, they're the fine margins where we've got to be better. We've got to make sure every game is treated the same, and we're up for every minute. And to be fair to the boys, over the last 5 or 6 fixtures, we have done that.
Because similar to Wilson on Saturday, they've just come up from the league below. They'll offer a new test and possibly something different to what other clubs offer.
And I think that's the crucial thing, H, is everyone brings something different, and you've got to do your analysis on the opposition. But it's tough at times, because we don't know what team they're going to put out. We don't know what knocks and niggles they've got. We can only go on what we've seen so far. But yeah, the promoted sides, I mean, Dean's obviously done a great job to get Wildstone promoted, and they caused us problems on Saturday, and he's not that far away from getting on the run himself. And I'm sure when Weymouth come in tomorrow, they'll be thinking, right, we've got a great result against Hartlepool, let's kick on and get another win.